السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين نبينا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن والاهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين وبعد. Respected honored scholars, ulama, elders, beloved brothers, one day one scholar walked into the masjid on the day of Jumu'ah, and after ascending the pulpit, he said, "My brothers, I've got two messages for you. I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is we now have sufficient funds to complete the masjid project. That's the good news. Now comes the bad news. The bad news is the money is still in your pockets." I say, my brothers, as Muslims, we have good news and we have bad news. The good news is we have that recipe, we have that formula, we have that prescription to rescue the world from the mayhem and the turbulence it is experiencing. But Allah forbid, this formula is on the tongues of orators. This formula is in our masajid. If only you and I can stand up to the test of time and revive the exemplary character of the Nabi of Allah, you will see what impact this will have on the broader world. What I want to speak about, I've been given 8 minutes, and there were certain thoughts that crossed my mind. Sheikh Nu'man earlier on alluded to the new project that Jamia Binoria, inshallah, would be starting. And as I was sitting, there are some thoughts that crossed my mind, and I thought I shared that with you. Allah Rabbul Izzah, out of His kindness, has provided man with many opportunities to reach Him. When the verse of Quran was revealed, "Man dhalladhi yuqridu Allah qardan hasana," who is there who will give a debt to Allah that Allah will multiply it many-fold? There was one Sahabi by the name of Abu Dahda radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. He comes to the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he said, "O Nabi of Allah, can I ask you a question? Inna Allah yastaqriduna wa huwa ghaniyun 'anil qard." Did I understand the implications of this verse correctly? Is Allah asking for a loan despite Allah being independent? Is Allah asking for a loan despite Allah being independent? Nabi alayhi salam responded by saying, "Na'am yuridu an yudkhilakumul jannata bihi." That indeed you have heard correct. Allah is asking you for a loan. He doesn't need the money, but Allah is providing you with an added opportunity to enter you into Jannah. He said, "O Nabi of Allah, I make you my witness. I've got two pieces of land. إحداهما بالعالية والأخرى بالسافلة. One is in a place called Aliyah, the other is in a place called Safila. جعلتهما قرضا لله. I give both the pieces of land on the name of Allah, on condition that you secure my abode and the abode of my family in Jannah." Nabi alayhi salam said, No, let us do this. اجعل إحداهما لله وَالْأُخْرَى دَعَهَا مَعِيشَةً لَكَ وَلِعِيَالِكَ. One you contribute on the name of Allah, and the other you keep back as a source of income for your wife and your children and your progeny. He said, "O Nabi of Allah, I make you my witness, the better of the two gardens for Allah and the other one for myself." Nabi alayhi salam said, "Then definitely Jannah belongs to you." Long story short, he leaves from there, he comes to this garden, and his wife and his children were sitting in this garden, in this vineyard. And from a distance, he looks at his wife and he sings couplets to his wife. I wish you understood the language of Quran. What did he say? "Hadaki Rabbi subul al-rashadi ila sabil al-khayri was-sadadi bayni min al-ha'iti bil-wadadi faqad mada qardan ila al-tanadi aqradtuhu Allah la'atimadi bit-taw'i la manna wal-irtidadi illa raja' al-dha'fi fil-mi'adi fartahili bin-nafsi wal-awladi wal-birru la shakka wal-birru la shakka فخير زاد قدمه المرء إلى المآدي." Allahu Akbar. I don't have time. What did he say? He said, "Oh my wife, You know how fond and attached I am to this garden. I heard that Allah is asking for a loan. I have given this garden as a loan to Allah. In lieu of this garden, Allah would give us a better and a superior garden in Jannah. Take the children and come out of the garden. This wife, she comes out, she looks at the husband and she responds with poetry. What did she say? بشرك الله بخير وفرج مثلك أدى ما لديه ونصحا قد متع الله به عيالي ومنح بالأجوة السوداء والزهو البلحي والعبد يسعى وله ما قد قدحا طول الليالي وعليه ما اجترها. She said, oh my husband, indeed I will stand guarantee on Qiyamah's day. You have discharged the obligation of the wealth and the affluence that Allah has given us. Allah had allowed us to benefit from this garden. You have given this garden over to Allah. I am convinced Allah would give us a better garden in Jannah. Husband and wife, they embrace one another. Nabi alayhi salam looks at his companions. What did he say? Kam min ifdin darin li abid dahda. Allah alone knows. Allah alone knows how many vineyards, how many gardens, how many palatial homes Abu Dahda and his family will enjoy in Jannah. Friends and elders, this is an opportunity that we have. Open up your hearts, dig deep into your pockets, contribute towards this institution, leave behind a positive legacy. I leave you with the words of Imam Shafi'i. What did he say? My brothers, how many scholars and ulama have left this world? I swear by Allah, it has left behind such a void that can never be substituted. Our Honorable Mufti Naeem, rahmatullahi alayhi, Allah Ta'ala grant him the highest stages in Jannah. In his short life, he left behind such a legacy, like I was mentioning yesterday to some of the brothers, like Jalaluddin Mahalli has written. He said, Allaftuhu fi qadri mi'adil kalimi. Allah had favored me to compile the commentary of half the Quran in the duration that Musa went to meet Allah at Mount Tur, and that was 40 days. What he achieved in 40 days, you and I will never achieve in 40 years. Mufti Naeem, what a legacy he has left behind. And when I think about this giant, the words of Imam Shafi come to mind. وَقَدْ مَاتَ قَوْمٌ وَمَا مَاتَتْ مَكَارِمُهُمْ وَعَاشَ قَوْمٌ وَهُمْ فِي النَّاسِ أَمْوَاتُ. Some people have physically died, but their character has kept them alive. Some people are physically alive, but their character has killed them before they physically died. Let me repeat those words. Some people have physically left this world, but their character has kept them alive. Some people are physically alive, but their character has killed them before they physically died. Be the former and not the latter. Leave behind a legacy. Allah preserve this institution. Allah take it from strength to strength. Let this institution be a means of sadaqatul jariyah for Mufti Naeem Saab and his honorable father. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala protect this institution. May Allah make these young lads that have graduated as ulama, may Allah make them lanterns of hidayat, for youth across the globe. Like they say in English, and I leave you with these words. I mentioned it on various platforms. Not everyone can do great things, but every one of us can do simple things in a great way. Not everyone can do great things, but each and every one of us can do simple things in a great way. My message to you is, my brothers and respected viewers out there that are watching from various parts of the globe, that dig deep into our pockets and let us contribute towards this institution. May Allah grant us the tawfiq. Much more could be said. Allah grant us the ability that we imbibe, we infuse, and we internalize these amazing advisors of Quran and Sunnah. And in conclusion, I would like to take this opportunity on behalf of the delegation from South Africa. for thanking our respected Mufti Nu'man, Maulana Farhan and Sheikh Nu'man Beg for inviting us to be part of this momentous, auspicious occasion. We make dua, Allah Ta'ala preserve you, Allah Ta'ala preserve your families, Allah protect this institution, Allah Ta'ala unite our hearts. And I leave you with these words, إِن نَحْنُ عِشْنَا فَهُوَ يَجْمَعُ بَيْنَنَا وَإِن نَحْنُ مُتْنَا فَالْقِيَامَةُ تُجْمَعُ. We hope that, inshallah, we will meet again in this world. But if before our next meeting, the angel of death knocks my door or knocks your door, we hope from the Almighty Allah that the plains of Hashr will reunite us. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَغْ وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَيْكُمْ وَرَحْمَةُ اللَّهِ وَبَرَكَاتُهُ.